What's up, everybody? It's Mick Sports Blog here from Public Transit Studios. All right, it's a wonderful time of the year. Spring has sprung, and the birds are singing, and the ball players are hooping. So here we go. All right, yesterday, I want to correct one thing. I was calling Brittany Grimer. I was calling her Brittany Grimes. Somebody brought that to my attention, so we don't want to mispronounce the player of the year in women's basketball, college basketball, mispronounce her name, especially when she balling like she is. So that's Brittany Grimer at Baylor University, who's balling and made it to the Final Four with Notre Dame, and who is it, Stanford, and who is it, Connecticut. Ought to be a good one for you women. All right, let's see what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the new faces on new teams in the NBA. We're also gonna talk about current standings in the NBA and the all-time top 20 individual scoring in one game in the NBA. So first, we're gonna start with new faces. Did you know that the San Antonio Spurs have picked up Boris Diaw? Boris Diaw from the who's that? Bobcats, and you can actually see him going to the Spurs and doing something good. He's a power forward slash whatever. He can pass. He can play D. Sometimes he don't look like he's in shape, but um, the Spurs, boy, and Greg Popovich. He, he gonna have him playing ball. All right, did you know Nene of the Denver Broncos is now with the Washington Wizards, and they've been balling since he been there. They traded for JaVale McGee. McGee went to Denver, and Denver been balling since he been there. So that was a good exchange. And JaVale McGee is like more. He runs up and down the court more, block shots more. Nene is more of offensive, big body type. So I'm sure both teams are happy. Both of them, I think, still relatively young. Nene is older than McGee. I don't know how old. Derek Fisher with Oklahoma City Thunder. I guess since the Lakers didn't want him, he wanted to go to somebody who have a great chance at beating the Lakers. He can put a bug in their ear and give them the do's and don'ts, the who's and honks of what to do against the Lakers. He's been with the Lakers for years. And so that's going to be interesting to see if he can help them at any time. He's going to bring leadership. Plus, he always wore number 2 with the Lakers. He's wearing number 37 because of his age. So that's interesting right there. Ramon Sessions, point guard, number 7, was with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's now with the LA Lakers. Kobe Bryant loving it. Loving it. So keep it up. He should help them go far into the Western Conference playoffs. Ronnie Tyrioff used to be a Laker, used to be everything. He's with the Miami Heat. He done been on so many teams. I think he been on more teams than you got on your hands and toes. Okay. Anyway, he's with Miami now. So J.J. Hickson used to be at Cleveland. He's with Portland. Portland sucks. And they look so promising at the beginning of the year. And they always seem to have good athletes, but they don't gel together, and they fired the coach. Oh my goodness. Gilbert Arenas is currently with the Memphis Grizzlies. Can you believe that? So look out for that. Look online and see how he's doing, because I ain't heard nothing yet. I don't even know they're trying to incorporate him. Mike Woodson, making noise, ex-Hawks coach, making noise as the interim coach with the New York Knicks. They playing ball, even though right now Carmelo has a groin little injury. Jeremy Lin, he has some problems with his knees. And Amari Stoudemire, I used to think he was just going to be just like one of the biggest all-time, like, next Hall of Famers. And every time I look at him, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm prejudiced against Amari Stoudemire. But he seems to disappoint me. So, We'll see how that goes. All right. Current standings in the NBA. Eastern Conference. You got the Chicago Bulls. They still heading up the Eastern Conference. So if the playoffs started tomorrow, they'd be the number 1 seed. Number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference is the Miami Heat. But they ain't been playing too hot. Plus, LeBron James broke. They think he might have fractured one of his fingers on his shooting hand. So pay attention to that. Orlando is 3rd in the East. Anytime you talk about Orlando, what? D. Howard. That little Anderson power forward guy, number 33, power forward, he's a shooter, but not much else. Bless his heart. The Philadelphia 76ers are 4th in the East. They're 12 games back. The Indiana Pacers are the 5th seed. So if the playoffs started tomorrow, they'd be number 5. Atlanta Hawks are the 6th seed. And they so up and down, it's a shame. The Boston Celtics, still in the playoff picture. They're the 7th seed right now. And the New York Knicks, if the playoffs was to start right now, they would be the 8th seed. They would play the Chicago Bulls. They would get the brakes beat off of them, especially if Derrick Rose is back to his normal self. Even with Carmelo Amari and Jeremy Lin, Chicago Bulls, they play too much good defense. So, Western Conference, Oklahoma City Thunder, number 1. San Antonio, wow, they just like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep on ticking. Nobody talks about them. Nobody says they gonna do this or that, but they just keep winning. L.A. Lakers, number 3 seed. My L.A. Lakers. I'm a Hawk fan and a Laker fan. I know, boo me. I don't care. I love me some Kobe. I used to didn't like Kobe. Back in his early years, I thought he was arrogant, and I thought he shot a whole lot. But over the years, it's been determined and confirmed that he should be arrogant, and he should shoot a whole lot, because he makes a whole lot. He's one of the all-time scorers in the NBA now this year. All right, number 4th seed. L.A. Lakers are number 3rd seed in the West. Clippers are number 4th seed. Thought they would do a little better, but it is what it is. Just get in, and then you can make some noise. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, enunciate. All right, Dallas Mavericks, world champions from last year. They're the 5th seed. Dirk, you got to do better than what you're doing. He done lost some of them players from last year, too. Anytime you lose J.J. Barea, Tyson Chandler, and Caron Butler and all them kind of folks, wow, that team is totally different than when they won the championship. Memphis Grizzlies, number 6 team in the West right now. Utah Jazz. I kind of like the way they play, even though there's nothing special. But I always used to like their coach, Tyrone Corbin, when he used to play. No nonsense, no bells, no whistles. Just get it done. He stay black. Hey, watch out. And the Houston Rockets are the 8th seed. If it started today, they would play the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they would get the brakes beat off of them, unfortunately. Okay, let me give you this. The all-time 20 top scoring nights or days in the NBA, and who did it? All right, the top, we all know, was Wilt Chamberlain, who's being celebrated, even though he's passed on, God rest his soul. But he's being celebrated this month, because it happened this month, 50 years ago, where he undeniably scored 100 points in one NBA game against the New York Knicks. And the final score was something like 169 to something. I know his team scored 169 to 147. His team had 169. The Knicks had 147. He scored 100 points. The rest of his teammates scored 69 points. Oh, incredible. All right, the next highest score ever in the NBA is by Kobe Bryant, 81 points. And let me put it to you like this right now. Hey, let me put it to you like this. Out of the top 20 top scorers, Wilt Chamberlain had 9 of them. Wilt had 100 points, 78 points, 73, 73, 72, 70, 70, 62 points, and 62 points. And let me put it to you this way. Kobe had 81 points. David Thompson had 73 points. Elgin Baylor had 71 points. David Robinson had 71 points. Michael Jordan had a 69-point tops for his top scoring game. Elgin Baylor again, 64 points. Who we got here? I can't even read my own handwriting. Now that's bad. That is so bad. Elgin Baylor again, 63 points. I really can't see that. Oh, Rick Barry. Wow. Rick Barry had a 64-point game. Out of all his sons, they never topped him. He was the greatest scorer in his family. All right. Tracy McGrady. Wow. Had a 62-point game. Shaq had a 61-point game. And to round off the top 20 individuals scored in games in the NBA, Allen Iverson had a 60-point game. Isn't that phenomenal? Great, man. So make sure you pay attention this coming weekend to the Final Four games that's in New Orleans, Louisiana. Saturday at 6 o'clock, Louisville will be playing the University of Kentucky. I don't know if y'all heard this. Look on YouTube. Two guys at dialysis got to fighting at the dialysis clinic. One was a Louisville fan, the other one was a Kentucky fan. They got to fighting over because they was just sitting there discussing who's the best team. And they both just feel like their team was the best team. And they got to fighting at the dialysis clinic. They could have killed each other. Anyway, the second game, that's at 6 o'clock, UK and Louisville. Kansas, University of Kansas versus Ohio State. Kansas got that boy Thomas Robinson, and Ohio State got Jared Sullinger. That's at 9 o'clock Saturday. And then whoever wins between those two games will meet in the national championship Monday night, 9 o'clock, April the 2nd, for the national NCAA championship of college basketball. I am amped and ready for that. All right, baby. Let's see. Magic Johnson and a group of his boys, they done bought the Dodgers for $2 billion. That's a B. $1 billion. Come on, Magic. And I heard that they did cash. They did straight cash. So anytime you pay for something cash, you're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, that should be about it. Man, I love y'all. Y'all comment. Get back with me. Let me know your likes, dislikes, what you want me to talk about, what you don't want me to talk about. Anything you don't like. If you don't like my demeanor, if I look retarded, it don't matter. I love you anyway. God made me like this. And it is what it is. God loves you. Peace out, baby. Peace.